Metabiota produces bioagents under diplomatic cover at secret labs, then sells pandemic insurance and trackers to help countries get ahead of what they are putting out. The company is part of the Pentagon's DRTA program as well as funded by Rosemont Seneca, run by Hunter Biden. Metabiota partners with industry and governments worldwide to build resilience to epidemics and protect global health. Metabiota Inc. was tapped by the Sierra Leonean government and the World Health Organization to help monitor the spread of the virus and support the response after Ebola was discovered circulating in neighboring Guinea in March 2014. Metabiota was contracted by the Pentagon to perform work for DTRA before and during the Ebola crisis in West Africa and was awarded $3.1 million for work in Sierra Leone, one of the countries at the epicenter of the Ebola outbreak. The Ebola outbreak was in 2014 to 2015. Biowarfare scientists using diplomatic cover test man-made viruses at Pentagon on biolabs in 25 countries across the world. These U.S. biolaboratories are funded by the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, or DTRA, under a $2.1 billion military program. Metabiota sponsored a viral surveillance for the PREDICT program 2014 to 2017. The 2017 study was supported by U.S. aid through the Emerging Pandemic Threats PREDICT project. Co-authors include Nathan Wolf at Metabiota, Peter Daszak and William Kersh at EcoHealth Alliance and the PREDICT Consortium. The authors declared no conflicts. From Newsfront.
The USA is gaining total control over biological research facilities, researchers' facilities, researchers and stocks of deadly viruses in Ukraine. By a lucky chance, Metabiota, a subcontractor, is sharing the building with Black & Veatch in Kiev. This will allow the USA to control epidemiological situations in the region, get access to every development in the sphere, and manipulate population size while increasing American pharmaceutical corporations' profit.
Let's go look at Kiev back in 2018. Also a reminder of who was in charge of Ukraine for the Obama administration.
I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. Look, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
Or how about we flash back to 2016 Ukraine? About the laboratories built in Ukraine in 2014 to 17. It seems that only Americans work there, and the Pentagon finances them. They counted 11 secret laboratories in Ukraine through which dangerous diseases spread. The official document indicates that U.S. military doctors are studying the use of pathogens of especially dangerous infections in different regions of Ukraine. This is confirmed by outbreaks of dangerous infectious diseases. This all occurred during the Obama administration, and VP Biden was the point person for Ukraine and China. Rosemont Seneca, an investment firm led by Hunter Biden, was a lead financial backer of Metabiota, a pandemic tracking and response firm that has partnered with Peter Daszak's EcoHealth Alliance and the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Pilot Growth Management is currently the #1 investor in Metabiota. Neil Callahan is the co-founder, who is also the co-founder of Rosemont Seneca.
Neil Callahan, a name that appears many times on Hunter Biden's hard drive, also sits on Metabiota's board of advisors.
They were literally investing in a biolab company which houses and tracks deadly pathogens, then creates tracking and global virus outlooks and the marketing and pandemic insurance to go along with it. Here's to Metabiota and their ingenious, evil scheme. Who does this? Dr. Nathan Wolfe, the guy from the bat study and numerous other studies. Oh yeah. And another familiar face appears. Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm sure they just had dinner. In 2017, Metabiota announced some partnerships and set itself up to become the innovator of pandemic insurance. Not many countries would understand that they needed it. Or did they?
Munich Reinsurance Company, the largest global reinsurer, and in QTEL, Inc., the strategic investor that accelerates the development of technologies to support the U.S. intelligence community, have signed strategic agreements with Metabiota. Working in collaboration, Marsh, Munich Re and Metabiota developed Pathogener X. It uses triggers such as Metabiota's new pathogen sentiment index, which the epidemic risk specialist launched recently.
I told you so, says Metabiota. You should have bought our pandemic insurance in 2018. The perfect setup for what's next. Reminder, they are housing and tracking deadly pathogens.
AI modeling driven by companies such as Blue Dot and Metabiota anticipated the coronavirus in China before it caught the world by surprise in late 2019 by both scouting its impact and its spread.
Of course they did. Now, everyone wants to partner with Metabiota and their expertise. Do you want to partner with Metabiota? Do you trust their expertise? This might be your last chance to choose.